On the die roll again. I like today's die rolls. Today's die rolls are going. The very first 5 matches where we're all in the draw. The last 4 have all been on the play. This is terrible. Actually, is this terrible? YOLO. Sprite Dragon. They're drawing a Force of Will for their turn. So they're flipping with a Force of Will. How about Seat of the Synod, please? Well, if we just get to ask for stuff and we get it, Ethereal Forger, nice. Well, shit, if I get to ask for stuff, well, I think it's important to see what kind of color combinations they are. So let's see that they're Grixis. What do they cling? Mishra's Bauble? Ponder on top. So this one is Grixis Delver. But the fact that they have Cling to Dust as a way to deal with Echo or whatever is interesting. Under the old rules, engineered explosives would have taken out the insect out. Under the new rules, they have a 1 CMC. Worth knowing. Nice. Because, see, now you're going to draw a 2-mana land. If you can name that. We have Chan. Had that milled. So we did see that they had Sprite Dragon, so that is worth noticing. Yeah, I'm trying to think, is it worth having Emery in the second? 2, 3. Potentially, I should have tried to blow this up at 0 so that I could reset it at 1, but I don't think I ever had time to do that. All right. So, Mhm. I'm not worried about time. I think it is more important to see what version of Delver they were playing and anything like Cling to Dust. I think that is more important than the 3 minutes that we spent in that game. Emery. Emery has the potential to be worse when they have Cling to Dust. Thorn, if you're still around, I'm interested in your thoughts on sideboarding. Are walking ballistas worthwhile at all? I'm thinking, I mean, to try to snipe an early ballista or early delver. I think I want the chalices. What are your thoughts on ballista? Yeah, it seems like I would take to hit a delver. It's 4 mana. That's a lot. Um, I kind of want to trim. Well, we already have one Brazen Borrower main. There is a possibility of second Brazen Borrower. Do you not bring in force? I think I'm going to trim the... No, I'll trim an Echo. An Echo and a Karn. And not bring the other Borrower. Alright. Going all in on that first hand in retrospect. Whereas maybe if we... Like, yeah, my thought is I go for a turn 1 chalice and then what do? Just sit around waiting? I mean, I'm only... So if I go for a turn 1 chalice, they could fort it. They could fight it with force of will and stuff again. And then we could try it again on the next turn. I feel like there's more powerful hands out there because we are so far away from the Urza and Karn. See, I feel like this already is a mulligan because of the echoes, because like we're so far away from them. All right, so we keep this, and I have to give 2 cards away. So I kept this, but I got to send 2 cards back. We could go for turn 1 Emery, follow that up with a chalice. My thought is, if I go turn 1 Emery, I play these 3, run out an Emery. Next turn, I can try for chalice. If it gets countered, Maybe not replay it right away. So my thought is to ship Sai and Karn. Is that wrong? I kind of want to keep this. Lead with an Emery. Next turn, go for Chalice. And to me, that means I don't have time for Sai and maybe flip into the other. You force this, okay. They did mulligan, so there's more of a reliance on... I could just Chalice one and lock them out of the game. I don't know. I would have to double check. I don't know if it does or not. I should have cracked... What I missed is I should have cracked the bauble knowing that I have Force of Will to try to dig into it. I think that's something I messed up. Yeah, I think I just copy it from the Discord. It's up in the top right corner in one of the pins. Oh, it landed. Ethereal Forger. I want to give myself another shot to have another card for Force of Will. A Braid. Resolves. Well, we have a blue card. If we could resolve this Karn. Give him a target. They could bounce it to my hand. And then they would have... If I fight over this, then they don't have the adventure creature to try to come back later. That was my thought process. Please tell me you have like days. have the whale. Brainstorm, force of negation. I think maybe they were trying to build, they knew they had force of negation. So they attack, and it goes back to their hand. So they probably pick up the force first. Maybe, oh, the abrade to unlock the others? Don't show me the stupid abrade in their hand. So they have a force of will. They want this wasteland. So they have a brainstorm beside the brainstorm in hand. I want to exile your spells. I don't want you to get force of negation back. That's why I'm doing it. But I knew you had a force. I just had to hope you didn't have the blue card. Obviously you did. Take the negation. All right, let's punish them with Urza. I take it back. I don't want to draw Urza anymore. I don't want to draw Urza. Control Z. Alt U. They have a lot of whales. So they're going to attack next turn and get Force of Will Brainstorm back to go with the Force of Negation in their hand. I believe that is an uphill battle. I also can't think of a way out of it. So we're like 89% dead. Oh, they attacked. Okay, 97,000% dead. Yeah, the Delver aspect of not only being able to counter our spells, but to have pressure and then like recursive cantrip pressure, that is definitely hard to deal with. How about this one? We didn't even hit Echo. Boo. 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 Alright. Unfortunately, that puts us at 6-3. Even with the Thorn assist, we're still at 6-3. Come on, we need one more.